Have you ever wondered what life would be like without money? Not just losing your wallet for a day, not a bank crash that sends everyone into panic, but a world where money was never invented. No coins, no bills, no credit cards, no digital transfers. Just people trying to survive without a universal system of value. Would it be chaos? Would it be paradise? Or maybe something in between? Let's find out what your life would look like in a world without money. It's Monday morning. You wake up, get ready, and head to the bakery for some fresh bread. Except when you reach the counter, you realize you can't hand over coins or swipe your card. Instead, you stare awkwardly at the baker and mumble, how about I mow your lawn in exchange? The baker sighs. I don't have a lawn. Now you're both stuck. Welcome to the new economy. Barter. Every transaction now depends on what you have or what you can do. If you're good at fixing things, congratulations, you're suddenly valuable. But if you're bad at cooking, growing food, or doing anything practical, well, you're broke. Now picture cities trying to run without money. How do you pay firefighters, or doctors, or teachers? Do they just show up out of goodwill? Maybe for a little while, but eventually someone will ask, okay, but what do I get for doing all this work? Without money, society runs on favors. A doctor might only treat you if you agree to repair their roof. The garbage collectors? They'll want something too. And suddenly, everything slows down because everyone is negotiating all the time. This problem isn't new. For thousands of years, humans did live without money. Villages survived on barter. Cows for grain, shoes for tools, salt for meat. In fact, the word salary comes from salarium, the salt Roman soldiers once received as payment. But barter had a giant flaw. What if you have chickens and you want bread, but the baker doesn't want chickens? You're stuck. This is why money was invented, to act as a universal language of value. It solved the awkwardness of trading your goat for a haircut. Back to your life without money. Your job doesn't make sense anymore. Are you a software engineer? What are you going to trade your code for? A sack of potatoes? Are you a lawyer? Who's giving you firewood in exchange for reading contracts? Good luck. But if you're a farmer or a builder, you're royalty now, because food and shelter have become the new currency. And forget Netflix. Unless you're personally trading chickens with the guy who maintains the servers, entertainment is gone. At first, it almost feels refreshing. Communities grow closer, neighbors exchange skills, people share more. You fix my roof, I give you vegetables. You babysit my kids, I teach you to sew. Life feels simpler, less focused on numbers in a bank account. But that simplicity has a cost. Big projects, skyscrapers, airplanes, the internet itself? Impossible. You can't coordinate thousands of workers with favors. Money is what made scale possible. And then comes the unexpected twist. Without money, there are no billionaires, no rent, no pay to win. Sounds good, right? But power doesn't disappear. It just changes hands. Now, the ones who control food, land, and water, they hold all the power. Imagine a barter boss who owns the wheat supply. Suddenly, you're trading weeks of labor just to get a single loaf of bread. So ironically, even without money, inequality comes back, just with a different face. you start to notice something else. Without money, travel becomes almost impossible. Want to visit another city? How do you pay the bus driver? What do you give the hotel owner? Suddenly, the world shrinks. Communities turn inward, and global connection vanishes. No trade between countries, no imports or exports, no exchange of ideas as we know it. Civilization begins to feel smaller and slower. But there's another angle. Some people argue that without money, humans would value each other more. Maybe society would be less about greed and more about collaboration. Instead of how much can I earn, the question becomes, what can I offer? It's a nice thought. But human history shows us that power, status, and inequality exist with or without cash. Whether it's gold coins, digital wallets, or sacks of grain, humans always find a way to create systems of value. After living like this for a while, you begin to realize money itself isn't good or bad. It's just a tool, a shortcut for trust. Without it, life becomes slower, harder, and far less connected. Yes, it might feel simpler in a tiny village, but for billions of people across the planet, civilization as we know it simply doesn't work. So next time you tap your card or find a coin under your couch cushions, remember, money may not buy happiness, but without it, life would be a whole lot messier. And that's your life without money. What do you think? Would the world be better or worse? Share your thoughts in the comments and suggest the next what if you'd like to see. Because who knows, maybe next time we'll imagine a life without electricity.